Hello mermaids. Hopefully you can hear me. It's a bit windy. You got the ocean in the background. But on the boat at the moment, the internet is really not playing nice, as has kind of been the theme throughout. Therefore, I'm going to do a video instead again, and hopefully I will try to put it up to the anchor and see if that works. But if it doesn't work, that's perfectly fine. I'm just going to start doing more YouTube videos again. Why not, right? And just do whatever I can whenever I can, and that's the main thing. I think this is something that I really want to talk to you about today too, which is basically not using gratitude as a cap. This is something that I realized I was doing. I'm really bad for doing it actually. And this is not knocking gratitude. Gratitude is sensible. I really think it's important to be grateful, and every single day write down what you're grateful for. And it can help you, definitely make you happier. It also makes you a better writer. Like I said in my Medium article, but also in the Bye Bye Writer's Block course, or in the Creative Mermaid's Goal Tracking Journal, which the course is based on. And also the Author Planner, there's a place every single day for gratitude. And there's a reason for that. And that's because I really think it's important to come in, check in, and show people that there's a reason why you're doing what you're doing, you know. And if you can't find anything to be grateful for in that day, which I highly doubt it, but just say there is, just say you've had such a shitty day. And some days it really is just breathing, and I really do appreciate breathing, because my son has done that to me more than once, where he stopped breathing and ended up in hospital. So you know what, there's actually a lot to be said for breathing. But for those days that you're just like, you know what, I got nothing, I really got nothing. Even breathing is pushing it today, because I'm not sure if I wanted to breathe through this day. Then your gratitude can actually come from the fact that you're like, thank you for teaching me that this day is exactly what I don't want in my life. And I think this is something that we have to start doing, is flipping it around. If we really are pushing and hustling, and this is also what I mean by the hustle too, when I say that Creative Mermaids is not just about the hustle, because in the end, of course it's about the hustle, it's always about the hustle, about living your life and doing your dream and pushing yourself to the limit and outside your comfort zone and go, 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 go. But we need to be doing a go, go, go that fulfills us and really helps us, lights us up and gives us energy. If this light isn't there, if this is a go, go, go and a hustle that's draining you, you just need to redefine your hustle. You need to do it a different way. You need to kind of go, okay, this is working for me, and that's okay. I can just do it a different way. No problem. And I realized this is something I was really doing with my gratitude. And even last week, we were at Sandy Island, and it's amazingly beautiful. Fully loved it. And I went to the beach for the day, and that was great. And then the second day, I was like, you know what, I'm still going to go, because I'm going to be here a couple days, and this is like paradise found. And, you know, I'm quote unquote living a dream, so I really should be taking advantage of this dream. And that's so true. But then day 3 rolled around, and I was still like, oh, you know, I'm only here for a couple days. I don't know, I should do this. So again, I kind of pushed it off and decided that I should wait. And now it's day 4, and we've left Sandy Island, and I've abandoned the boat to come here and to do some creating. I have my books. I need to do some writing. There's some chickens running around. I just did some meditations for next month's journal, which the other thing, I've got 2 different journal packages ready, which have a course and a workshop and journaling to go with it, and affirmations and meditations, this whole really cool package, which is kind of what I want the Creative Mermaids to start moving towards instead of courses. And I've been putting it off because I keep telling myself that I'm in paradise and I should be appreciating paradise. Whoops, rock slip. And instead I'm getting agitated. I'm getting agitated with my family. I'm getting agitated with myself because I'm not creating, and because my soul doesn't ask me to live on a beach, even though having a beach is really fantastic and beautiful, and trust me, it's nice to write on a beach. But if I'm not writing, I'm not fulfilled. I'm not happy. I'm very cranky, and I'm fighting it, and I'm really resisting everything there. That's why I think it's important when it comes to gratitude, is don't let it cap you. Use your gratitude to catapult you instead. And this is a really essential difference that I've really just recently discovered. I mean, the act of capping myself through gratitude, I've kind of noticed in the last year in general. Since I really started, about a year and a half, since I really started bringing gratitude into my life and whatnot. And at first, it definitely became a way to kind of pull myself out of the hole that I got into with being a mother and giving up my creativity, and really just trying to focus on my kids instead of looking at me, and getting really confused about what being a mom and being who I was at the same time meant. And yeah, got distracted. There's someone else here. It's always easier to talk by myself. You can't see them, but someone just came by and sat down. So yeah, and that gratitude really helped. It helped get me out of that hole. It helped me realize, like I said, sometimes breathing is really all you want. But then I realized I started using it as a way to cap me. Like, how dare I want more when I have all this? And this is when you have to be careful with your gratitude, because this is not what gratitude is meant to be for. Gratitude is not meant to cap you. Gratitude is meant to make you realize, yes, sure, it could be worse, but where's my better? You know, and this is what brings me joy. This is where my gratitude is coming from, and that's what I need more of in my life. You know, writing. I love creating. I love even doing these videos. I mean, at first it was really awkward and weird, but there was definitely some kind of spark there that I was getting from it. It was like, even at my most awkward and horrible and just, I can't believe I'm about to hit publish on this because it's actually embarrassing. There was still something in it that gave me joy. And I was saying the other day to a friend, the sweet spot. How do I know? Like, where's my, when am I pushing things? You know, we're always talking about the cool. There's a time for everything, there's a time for rest, there's a time for reflection, there's a time for hardcore action, and the great thing about Kelly's live, if you missed it in the Creative Mermaids Facebook group, definitely go back and find it. It's such a fantastic live, talking about your cycles and honoring them, and realizing that, you know, there's a time for everything, and even when you think that you're following the wrong path, it's actually teaching you things that you need further down the road for your actual path. It's all part of the path. There is no arriving, it's just continually evolving. And that's what I mean with the Creative Mermaids and this entire thing of, you know, there's a cocoon bubbling and turning into a mush. But how to get out of that mush is to turn around and realize, okay, what do I want? What do I love? How do I go forward with it? How do I bring more of that into my life? And often we talk about, I don't know what my passion is. And we all do. We just don't want the answer sometimes, which is fine. You know what? I also think there's a time and space for everything. And like I said, we can't rush things. But how do we know we can comfortably go? How do we know we're not going too fast? Because if we go too fast, we'll break. You know, if we rip that cocoon open before the butterfly is formed, well, just a whole bunch of oozy is going to come out, or a half-formed butterfly, or a butterfly that's just so fragile that once the wind hits it, it falls apart. You know, like, you really need to have your whole transformation going. At the same time, if you stall while you're in there is no transformation going to be happening, because instead you're just going to be a dissolved, gooey mess that's not forming into something else. But the sweet spot really is, and so I was saying to my friend the other day, the sweet spot really is this fear but excitement. You know what I mean? Like this, and that doesn't matter. And this is also what I meant to my post the other day when I'm talking about lives and trying to get everyone to do a live and sign up. And I mean, we're putting that out this week for the next month's lives. Is that is your sweet spot? You really have to be feeling like, oh my God, this scares me, but I'm also excited by it. And these were my original videos. Like, these were so awkward and so horrible and so blah. But at the same time, it scared me. I was even embarrassed by it. That's all okay. But I still had this excitement, this like, there's something here. I don't know what it is, but I need to dig into them. I need to find out what's making me happy about this. And so that's where, you know, when you need to make your steps. You know, maybe you need to leave your relationship, and maybe you need to leave your job, and you're not ready yet. And that's okay. You know, it's perfectly fine to know the end result is going to be huge, but you're not ready to make that huge step yet. You know, like Kelly was saying in the live, there's pull back the arrow and aim in that direction and start making those movements towards it. And that could really just be okay. So today, what scares you, what scares you so much that you're terrified, that's when you're going to do something that maybe is actually the right direction eventually, but right now it's too much. It's too soon. You are running on something that doesn't exist. You need to build your legs first. Instead, think to yourself, okay, something that's really scary. And that's why some people's lives is just going live, period. Like I said, taking a time that you're pretty sure no one's going to watch and doing it and being awkward, and even afterwards, maybe even deleting it, you know, like, that's okay, you did it. Maybe next time, and the time after that, you might pick a time that people can actually see. And the time after that, you might actually be like, okay, I'm ready for a promo. And that's all okay. These are steps you need to do. And maybe you're further along the line to begin with, and you're like, I'm ready to do this bigger step, this moment, because actually I've been ready for a long time, I just haven't done it. And therefore you can do that giant step. So that's what I want to talk about. Make sure your gratitude is not capping you. This is huge, really. Don't use it as an excuse to stay where you are, because so many fantastic things are in your life. Instead, use it to catapult you. Okay, you know, actually, these are fantastic things in my life. Now give me more of them. Or if you're really on a place where you're like, I have no idea where to go, I'm so stuck, I'm so in a hole, I don't know where to go, then start using your gratitude to find out what brings joy in your life and follow that path and keep going every single day. Oh, today what lit me up was actually just having 5 minutes for a nice coffee. And then, okay, well, how about tomorrow? How can you arrange to have 10 minutes for a nice coffee? Or to write in your journals. You know, this is something that I also find with my writing, that, and I do it all the time. It's like a cycle that I had to keep. Now it's just faster broken, but it always happens to me where I get to this place where I'm like, okay, I need to promote my books, I need to do this, I need to do that. And then I do so much of this that I stop writing when it should be 80% writing, 20% promo, and instead I'm doing 20% writing, 80% promo, and that makes me very unhappy and very cranky, or even worse, when I stop writing altogether like I did last week, because I've been using the fact that I've got this fabulous life to cap me, and all of a sudden I'm making into a life that I don't love anymore because I'm not writing in it. And if I'm not writing, I'm not a happy person. It doesn't matter if I'm on an exotic location or if I'm in a teeny tiny cell somewhere. I need to write. And if given the choice, I would prefer to have the teeny tiny place with my books and a coffee, as long as there's a coffee in there, than these beautiful locations where I'm not writing. So, but of course, it's within my power to change that, which is as simple as pulling out my books or my laptop, which broke. But in this case, I'm sharing Patrick's laptop at the moment, which I'm not so happy about, but better than no laptop. And yeah, doing the work I need to get done to make me a happy person and following my soul's dream. So I hope this helped you today. If not, you didn't listen this far probably. I will be posting this in the Facebook group, Creative Mermaids, which everyone's welcome to come join. I'll also be posting it on YouTube, and hopefully it'll actually work when I say I hold it up to the anchor and it'll go onto the podcast. But if not, it's not me not showing up. It really is internet deciding that it doesn't want to play nice. So come along, join the group, Creative Mermaids. We're more than happy to have you in there. It's just a matter of going to Facebook and finding the group. There's also the Facebook page, which you're welcome to like, but we're not on there. It's the group, which you actually see the little mermaid blowing bubbles. All right, guys. See ya.